G'day guys, Steve Morgan here for Fishing Monthly Magazines at the 2018 Club Marine Barra Nationals, and I am in the camp of the Queensland Raiders, who have done absolutely amazingly. It's Team Edge Rods, and they've taken, well, you sort of won the interstate champion team, but you can't win two things because you won the overall champion team as well. It was Craig Griffiths, Karim Derrida and Wally Wilton, who's gone MIA at the moment.
He's sick, I don't know where he is.
Yeah, I don't think he's real healthy. This is the morning after the night before at the Barra Nats. And Griffo, you guys have sort of won everything there is to win in Barra tournaments on the East Coast. You've come to the Barra Nats and you've come away with the win. What everyone out here wants to know is, what was your secret which transferred from that East Coast to the Northern Territory?
We're going to give it a shot. So we had a week off beforehand, come over to have a look. If you're going to have a go, you might as well do it proper, spending this much money. So we just drove around. We got 7 metre tides at Rocky, so the tides were much similar, but this creek here runs 3 times quicker. So we come here in the big tides because this is what the comp was on. Come here big tides, seeing where they sit. They move in and out. We found with the big tides, they go out towards the mouth somewhere, and they come in and just settle in their little whoops, little hollers, and we found them. And come the game day, all our schools left. So we just edge fish, got our resi fish in the snags, in the neeps, and as the tide picked up, they all started coming back in, and that's when we got our good numbers and bigger fish.
Now, when you say you found them, you didn't found them by going up the river and looking on any normal sounder, isn't it? You guys are big proponents of that new Humminbird mega imaging technology. Yep. What's the unit you use? And you'll probably see a few cutaways here of some screenshots. Yep. Tell us how you're finding them.
We've got the new Mega. We've got a 15. We've got a 15 to 12. So for casting, one's looking at it from one way and other one at the front looking at it. And in that shallow water, you can see right out 80 foot, scanning the whole river. So we just drove up the middle, found whoops, seen where they were fishing. But up here it's tough to see them. They sit with the current. They sit that close to the bottom. They just look like a little sand whoop. So once it took us a couple of days to figure out what they look like. Once we started figuring out what they look like, you do a run through. There's 10 sitting there. Next day you come through, there's none. So we picked up what they look like, searched for that. Everyone up here, they trawl up the middle. 17 foot of water, they're trawling 2 foot lures. And when that tide rushes in, all the bait come up to the top, and they smash them shallow lures. So we tried different stuff. We said, righto, we're going to fish the bottom. We're not big trawling fans. Fish the bottom. When they come and sit on the bottom, we'll go and hit them with vibes, plastics, see if we can give them the bite. 3 days, 4 days out from comp, we took our hooks off. As soon as we found them throughout, boom, they'd hit it straight away. So we knew we were on something, and we just go in, hit some schools of fish. No matter, up here it's ridiculous. Once they know there's fish being caught, there'll be like 40 boats, and you can't even cast. That's how they don't worry about etiquette up here. So we just race in, get a couple of fish, and gone again. And then we just come back every 2 or 3 hours and just kept rotating through our fish.
Now, Karim, you guys got the nickname out there, the Vikings, because you came in there, you'd raid the fish and you'd get out, and that was an important competition tactic. Tell us, you're casting and retrieving a lot of your fish, what lures you're using?
We used a range of lures. We had to change a lot, like Griffo was saying, we had to rotate through our fish and keep hitting them with different stuff to get the bite, and that was purely due to the amount of fish, they were copping, the pressure they were copping. Yep. So some of the lures we were using was Griffo's stuff he brings in, the castaics, but the big one for us was the Madness Vibes. So they're silicon covered over a nice stainless frame, and they got down that current a lot better than the standard Vibes. They sort of you could feel contact on the bottom a bit better, and you also could feel the bites better. So they were key to us to work. And so so they were unreal. We did, when it slowed down a bit, we had also some other soft vibes we got fish on as well. Yep. But the key was just keep peppering them and keep going back and forwards and pulling fish out. And like Griffo said, it was crazy to see the amount of boats that you'd attract if you caught a few fish. But that you're in the right area, so you still have to try to get them. And we did well for the first 3 days. I think yesterday where we had a pretty poor score, it was just a reflection of how much pressure we were copping.
Now, Griffo, the Madness vibe, it's not a hard vibe, and it's not really a soft vibe. Just take us through what it is and how it works.
It's made out of silicon It's got a stainless steel through it. It's about 32 grams. And the good thing about these, you can bend them. If you want them to vibe a bit more, you can just bend them like that, bend them up a bit. And when you get a bite on them, they just, they bend like that. But all you do is straighten them back up, all fine. You sit them out in the sun all day. The hardest thing for us to get used to was barbless hooks.
Yeah.
So we used all VMCs. I know we're decoy, but they're too expensive to be reckoned all the time. So we just got VMCs. Good mate of yours helped us out a bit there. And just crushed them. And we lost, I think we got 73 for fishing, but we lost that many easy, halfway the boat, jump them off. It's just stupid. So we just, as soon as you got a fish, you just pole them straight in, whatever you could, get them straight to the boat, net them quick, and before they jumped off on us.
And Karim, that's the secret, is it, to get in a barra on barbless lure? Like, you can't stop them jumping. They want to jump if it's stuck in their mouth. What's the tactic?
Just as quick as you can go, and keeping the rod down in the water to try to stop them, trying to keep. So a lot of the bigger fish stayed down a bit better, but the little ones, when we were fishing the snags, they're masters of throwing. And I think, you obviously probably tear a little bit of hole in them when they do it, and it comes out that easy. And also, you got to get that net quick. So we lost a few fish because it was skipping to the boat, and other guys had cast out, and it was just so she's wild.
So it's called a madness vibe, and it was just madness out there in the water when the fish started coming in. I noticed. Just run through your stats. You're catching between sort of 15 and 25 fish a day, and probably hooking that many again. So
we got
89, I think, all up.
Yeah, we got 27 the first day. I think 18 the next, 17, and then 11 yesterday. Yep. But we knew the first couple of days would be good for us with them neat tides. We could feel the bottom and feel what we're doing. But so I don't know how many fish they usually get, but we all I wanted was we targeted 500 points because they got 26 last year to win it. So we targeted 5, and I think after that, it wasn't too bad, and we got over 500 every day. I think we had a 1,400 the second day and a 1,200 the next. So, that put us up there.
Now, the Barra Nationals fits in a part of the calendar which isn't really busy over East. The Barra tournament's all October, November, December. That's the busy time of year. You plan on coming again to defend the title?
Well, they were into us all last night, so I'd say we'll have to come back. Yeah. They reckon they're on to something now, something new, and we've got everyone talking. So we'll have to come back and give it another shot. We'll find something different to use next time.
Yeah, look, if there's one thing that's happening, Team Edge Rods are always ahead of the pack. Guys, congratulations. You smashed it up here. You got a lot of respect from the local teams, and it was an absolute pleasure bringing it to you for Fishing Monthly magazines.